Hi, this is Cheryl with Sea Spirit Tarot, and I'm here to do a new moon reading with the new moon in Pisces. I have a lot of trouble. I had a big day in town yesterday, so I moved my camera, my phone, and getting it back. Anyway, it's a new moon. I think it's the 23rd. A lot of planets are with it. The sun currently today has just moved into 1 degree of Pisces. You've got Mercury, you've got the moon, and you have Neptune. So it's going to be I've been feeling the shifts. And I think a lot of people are really going to feel the shifts. And it's going to be a time to make a decision if you want to stay here in this 3D of duality, of which you need to stay in, because I'm going to talk the whole time about grounding to your body. But if you want to stay with the social concepts and the way of life that is on the earth at this time, or if you want to kind of move to a consciousness of awareness to see that, but make your own choices. So this card reading, I have 2 airs, no fire, a cup, and a disc. So I just heard, I think it was Cosmic Empress, describe it as all the chaos going on around you, but stay in the eye of the storm, where it's always calm. And I guess that I got ahead of myself, is that the air and the water and the air and the earth, all that can cause so much emotional turbulence in trusting ourselves, in our securities, in our, and then to follow it with our emotions, to be aware of the emotions. But anyway, the 4 cards I got, it's the Lovers, 7 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. I'm going to start with, since I've begun, this Moon card. This is such a trippy Moon card. It took me a while. It took me the magnifying glass, actually. Her hands are out. One's on, of course, the gravestone, and the other is looking to the moon, maybe as her soul dissolves and she becomes in union with herself, her divine self becomes in union with the divine. And that's what this Pisces moon's about, you know. You got Pisces that's empathetic and truthful and psychic and timid and could be religious but spiritual. And then you have the moon with its nurturance, its illusion, its emotion, but use the flexibility, fluidity. I heard an example about how a Pisces sets a barrier, you know, at the water, and they put in some sticks, and the water just flows in and out among the sticks, you know, versus building a dike that would be a boundary. So anyway, I just think this is a beautiful card to start the new moon reading off with. So the first card, again, is the Lovers. And this is a Gemini card. And the main product of this card is while we are here, we integrate to realization is the product of the heart, of the consciousness, of the awareness that is could be is the goal of the Pisces full moon, as far as I'm concerned, to dissolve what's not needed, to get out of your head, to get into your body, progressive realization of the divine union that you are. The second card was a 7 of Cups. So many decisions, so many paths. So, experience. So, experience over past obstacles. Emotional confusion. Go for the inner wisdom. The emotional heart. It's time to not just go with the flow, but to cast off the shackles of martyrdom and move forward, or move up, as I was saying. If you want to look at timelines as where all the chaos we have is of Earth, and where we are a conscious awareness watching this develop. Because all energy seeks resolution, and it has to play out. Allow your realization to grow with grace and ease, but make your choices. The next card. I mean, how do you know which choice to make? It's just gorgeous. It's a Hierophant. The Hierophant. Spirit dedication, crowned, sovereign. Remember who you are. Speak your truth. Look, he's got like a Ouija board there. Let go of what is no longer needed. Keep your mind out of the flow and trust. Let go in the cycles. This is a time of great magic. Come through this smoothly. You're gonna just have a whole more clarity and awareness of life going on. This is a big moon. A big new moon. New beginnings. Where to let loose. And the fourth card is the Queen of Swords, who can cut through that rock, that ego, that false illusion, and let you take back control. Make the choice to take back control over your mind, to create your heart to a whole new magical you, who will be much more aware of the paranormal around you and more psychic. That's gonna be happening here, and it's gonna be, it's not gonna be on the 24th, but that's where we're playing out in this energy. I do too. I started playing with these cards again, and the two that shuffled out was Martyr. Pisces is very good at being a victim, a martyr. Remember, it's the Hanged Man, associated with the Hangman. Learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. But it's time to let go of ancestral suffering and martyrism, and make better choices. Because we're all here, and I can't remember what the word is, monads or whatever. So of your higher self, there are many yous. And it's time to clear all of that, of the ancestral, as we move on to our higher spiritual divine self. Because there's no room for this suffering anymore. And another card that came out on this is passion for the journey of personal empowerment. You will birth yourself in sovereignty. Only after the marriage of yourself, of the divine, of consciousness, you will birth yourself in sovereignty. So stay on your path. Pay attention. Passion for journey. And remember, that's what I wanted to say, that cued me. It's in the journey. You can't spend time wondering what your realization or enlightenment is going to look like, because it's an experience. And it is said that, people say there's no time. People talk of timelines. But time is your experiences. When you've had those experiences, you move on. But in duality, we want everything that is more analytical, and we want to put it on a timeline. So be the hero or the heroine of your own journey. These cards are kind of a funny fallout, up and down, and this reading all came together. I've had such a lovely week. But because right now, one of the very most important thing is your mind is going to be so out there, so illusional, so full of illusion, so full of psychic, so full of paranormal, so full of feeling shifts going on within you, lightening your body as we go from carbon to crystalline. So the thing right now with the sun in Pisces and the moon in Pisces and Mercury, your mind. Remember this Queen of the Swords, you know? You got Mercury here to create and the Queen of Swords to help you flow through and create wisely without your mind taking over of martyrdom and victimhood and addiction, which are Pisces traits, you know, prisons, institutions, addictions, and the mystic. So be aware. So anyway, I ground. Be aware so you can fully discern what you are feeling. And this was just kind of a funny trip, but here it is. Stripping away illusions. And that's Pisces, that's dissolving. Stripping away illusions, because we're going to build, I'm not even going to say build a whole new culture. Within our body temple, we will become more magic. We are magic already. It's the realization that we are creators. And then the next one that came up was reunion of souls. And all these cards together give me I'm going to stop and do this. Green, blue, and purple, violet. I am a being of violet fire. Okay, where was I? Stripping illusions. Reunion of souls. Reunion of our soul. Reunion, maybe, of people in our soul tribe. As we move into a new, I hate to call it timeline, but into new vibratory rate. It's all color, frequency, sound. But you create new. These are our new selves. But we have to remain anchored in duality because we came here to have this experience. We came here to have this experience to assist the earth in her ascension and become realized ourselves. But we got so deep and heavy in duality. But this is a time here where we can rebirth and joy, ecstatic with life. So whatever chaos life is throwing through you, not only are my lights reflecting, but my clothes are reflecting or anything. Whatever chaos is swirling around you, remain in as high of a joyous state as you can. An awareness of sitting back and watching and being the observer. A couple stones to ground. It's black tourmaline. Be way aware of your base chakra right now. Black tourmaline, bloodstone. If you have any of these, you might want to carry them with you. I took this off, but I've been wearing this. Garnet, as I mentioned the other day, garnet. The garnet is the red one. And you know, I got this, another stone is red jasper. And I got this stone here. And I looked at it at a biker rally, and then my daughter bought it. I know it was not an extremely expensive ring, and jasper is not an extremely expensive stone, agate. So I really don't know what this ring is, but the color's there. And I personally in working with this halite throughout. Tranquility, memory, awareness, confidence, creativity, spirit guides, past lives, purity, and cleansing. So go do something like, you know, go walk the beach, walk in the mountains, ride your bike, take a walk. Arts and crafts, be creative, cook, eat. Something that grounds you. So as this energy comes in, you remain the hero, heroine, and don't fall into the martyrdom. Because I want to tell you, martyrdom, and suffering is a fine Pisces trait. As you unite with your divine self, to listen to your heart of divine union. Because the most important thing about this card is not that these people are in love or they come together male-female. It's that the receptive and the, oh my gosh, what's the word? I call it projective. No, it's like Aleister Crowley. Come together in a union to create a higher state of consciousness. Choices will be illusionary. Choices will be real. Remain grounded. Conscious of your root chakra of the earth. As you create your new magical being that does not work totally with the mores of society, but you'll be in society enough that you're there, but just in awareness, using the Queen wisely, so your mind does not get ahead of you. Stay calm in the storm and know that you're a magician and a creator. And this card I drew just for me, but I decided to put it up. This is my Ganesha card, and we're talking about divine. So to call in the energy of Lord Ganesha, and it is decision. This is a decision time, that when you start feeling these energies and these shifts, that you make a decision of your realization of what experiences you want and what frequencies you want to be at. So I feel absolutely glorious today. This whole thing, this whole astrological thing that sits in that quarter, that's where all my planetary planets are. I'm getting hammered. What an absolute divine chance for realization to increase my awareness. So I'm pretty excited. Have a wonderful Thursday afternoon, and I will see you next time. If you sat through this, I thank you so kindly for watching. Many blessings.